You're welcome back. And today I'm going to read, I promise actually, I'm promising you, I'm going to read lots of your comments. So you can also join us via our Facebook page. That's Joy Prime Official, and I'll read it, I promise. I'm here today with Reverend and Derek. Hi, Reverend. Hi, Derek.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Reverend, you look so down.
No, my team is losing, but we have more wins.
Which team is that?
Croatia.
Oh, today.
Then I should rather be excited.
I'm actually supporting them. So my name is Yairavic.
Okay.
Hey, like no.
Yeah,
Yairavic.
I'm for England.
So you can, for today, you can call me Yairavic.
Hey.
Yeah. Guys, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Today we've seen how Khan has continually been the evil in Jhansi, yet he has not been identified. So I want to find out from Reverend, how would you handle the likes of Khan in your workplace, maybe in your friendship with someone, when that person is the same person backstabbing you, yet you don't know anything, you keep sharing your secrets with that person?
Sometimes people who voice out to you in times that you are there with them, and then you know that this person hates me. Your enemies are very real. But the people that laugh with you and give you flowers, and sometimes when you are, and that guy, anytime that there's a discussion, he is always the loudest.
Loud one.
And he will come up with suggestions, and then you would think that he's for you. But that is a dangerous aspect. So that is why every time when we are praying, we need to pray that God will expose people who are so-called friends.
The fake ones.
The
God should
pretenders.
expose them.
They say they are friends.
Yet they are
But
not.
if you say you are my friend, you can't tell me, oh, Charlie, this thing, if you have done this. Sometimes when you see a lady going with friends, and the kind of dress the girl is wearing, I mean, some parts, the body is showing.
Exposed.
And the same friends, none of them will tell her. So it's either the girl doesn't have a mirror in her house, or she doesn't have a friend. Because if you have a friend, that person should tell you that, oh, Derek, maybe your attire is torn, or Charlie, the way where you are doing go about and you're fine. But you see, oh, they will cheer you up. You are looking good. You are looking good. But when another person comes and say, oh, sister, why did you dress this way? Then you see them, the same people. So sometimes this is what we need to do when people of such characters are around us. We need to devote a lot of prayers, because as you are going, not everybody loves you. A man, the woman who, because of her, the guy is collecting monies, and then they've searched and they've gotten to know that the guy likes women too. So anytime that he comes, they say, oh, bring the dancers.
They give him
then
the things he likes.
So in every man, there is a king. And in every man, there is a child.
Okay.
When you grow up, you have to throw out the childish thing and allow the king in you to come out. But the thing is that sometimes
You just can't hold
some men cannot let go of the child, the childish thing. So they want to play with toys.
All right. So Derek, from what Reverend is saying, would you agree with him that we should be careful of our praise singers?
I'm not really concentrating on the man giving more praises to the Queen of Jhansi. But my concentration is basically on the gifts and then the reward or the award being given to him after every job being executed. Look, in our workplaces, our reward is our monthly salary.
Sure.
Our reward is our bosses telling us that well done, nice job, good work. Our reward is our boss giving us some tough positions or giving us something to spearhead. Look, bear in mind that when there is somebody you think who has good potentials, you should rather be the first person to utilize the person. Don't always think that, okay, my family member is there, he's good at this, let me use him. This guy can only suggest. He can't really spearhead anything. He can't really be a minister of anything. And then anytime you are going, you are leaving him behind. He will look for a place where he is needed. And bear in mind, he will not leave you. He will still be with you. Yeah. But everybody who wants to win every battle against the enemy, you must get another ear or eye in that enemy's camp. And so me, I'll play the role as the eye and the ear. I become more expensive than any other thing because they need me. And so when I go there, I take the reward. When I come here, I take it back. And so bear in mind that there are some people who have specific characters. They have some character traits. You, the leader, must be able to identify and say that I'm picking you to do this. There are some positions when you give some people, they can't be disloyal to you. But there are some people, it is their character.
It's innate.
Yes. They are greedy to the extent that even their own selves, they are greedy to their own selves.
Wow. Reverend, I would come to you with a question that how do we identify praise singers and how do we deal with them? But before then, as I promised, I'm going to be reading some of your comments. And please forgive me in advance if I crucify your name because some of the names. Okay, so this is from the shoe Rina Brown. He says that Manubai has to kidnap the Queen of Ocha like she wanted and deal with her. Then Tatia Tope and the rest would fight the wicked Britishers to stop the end of these suffering. And then Nikki Best says, I'm just worried about what may happen to Jhansi because evil plant is getting too much. Then Waliu says, ever since King Ganga died, I lost every interest and Manuba is too relaxed. And then Belinda is also saying that Nelson, you are destined to be killed by Lakshmi. Reverend, how do you identify praise singers and then how do you go on to deal with them?
It's difficult. Sometimes you need to set spies around.
Reverend.
Yeah.
How do I set spy amongst my friends?
No, you see,
in my workplace.
You know the queen has inner chamber. The ladies as her army.
Reverend, let's bring it into our daily
in our daily issues. You know, people of such with such characters, it is difficult to identify them.
Yeah.
Unless you have the spirit of discernment, that sometimes when they say the thing, then your head will start bashing you. And sometimes too, the person will say something and then they'll forget that they just said something like that. And then you will repeat something else.
So you're trying to say that we should
so
be
based
careful
on
when they are talking, we should
based
pay
on their own words, you can make your own deductions and then come to a conclusion that this is how this person is. And from that day on, then you have formed a certain opinion about the person. So you trace, oh, this time he did this and this is what happened. This time that. So based on that, you can get the person. If not, by the time you say Jack, he would have crucified you.
Jack, do you agree with Reverend?
It's very difficult to identify people like that. But I think as he's saying about spies, something just clogged in my mind. okay, we are three people, we are three friends. You don't know who is betraying who. And so I can walk to Rev and ask Rev, Rev, how do you see Aya? Some time ago, he was discussing this issue with me. What do you think about it?
Okay.
So based on Rev's analysis to me about what you have said, I can easily be able to identify you. That's one way of being a spy. But I'm thinking that sometimes we should rather play the devil's advocate wherever we are. Let's try to be the enemy and see how our friends will be. So, for example, I want to pretend as if I'm somebody else and then try my friend out. So you test them. That is why it's always there. To see, loyalty is one thing that you have to test. When you don't test loyalty, you don't know that this person is loyal to you. Until the road test comes, you will see that the person has left you. And that time, you had already lost the battle.
Everything.
So you have to make sure you will test the person. That is why even when you are going to play a football match, let me use that as an example because you are in a football season. They train and they know that, okay, this is our goalkeeper, this is weakness. So the defenders will stand here before they go and play the match. They don't just stand up, gather themselves, put on their boots and go and play the match. That is how it is. The inner people themselves. Sometimes you might not know, the person might be playing very well. But on the D-Day, the person might flop. So you have to be very attentive. And this thing is very, very, very difficult to identify.
Reverend, your last word.
Oh, I just want to invite our young ladies and gentlemen to Bridal Fair. It starts tomorrow, and I think that, those who are designed for life partners, a lot of bachelors are going to be there.
Like yourself.
And then we are going. We are going. I'm going.
Derek is coming.
I'm coming live.
We are going to storm the place.
I want to know how.
And you see, a lot of staff are going to be there. Who knows?
Yeah.
The gown is there, the rings are there, so you just grab one lady and then the priests are also there.
I think I have a lady in mind.
I think Reverend wants to go and scout. So please come out there that you
for me,
I
have a lady in mind already, so I'll carry her to the place.
Hey,
So everybody's invited to come to the Accra Conference Center. Come there. I mean, bring the guy who is so eager to. Sometimes it's difficult for them to.
Yeah.
So if you bring them there, I mean, when you see the guy, you say, "Oh, this gown will fit you."
Of course.
And then.
Okay, so as Reverend said, we are inviting all of you to the Accra International, the AICC, so that you be a part of the 2018 Bridal Fair. Don't miss out. I'm going to be there. They are going to be there also. And then, so I want to say that do not waste your time on revenge. Or, those people who are out there that are trying to hurt you so much. Allow them. Karma will come for them. Okay? So thank you to our sponsors as always. FC Beauty Products, Indomie Instant Noodles, Today Ladies Wash, CB Men and Women Capsules, Perk Biscuit, Cold White, Clinic Hair Relaxer, Auntie Mary's Gripe Water, Heaven Mosquito Coil, Calipo, Gino Tomato Paste, Onga, Royal King Crackers, Cerelac, V-Firm, Ernest Ointment, Veraldo, and Royal Feast. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of our programs. Bye.